winning the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament.
In year 9, my parents advised me to change school, but Miss Melanie persuaded my parent and me to stay here. And yeah, I think I made the right decision to stay here.
Year 8, we were known as the worst or boys class.
The day I got told that I was going to China with 15 students from our school, that must be my favourite day.
Broomfield Camp, that was awesome. Like, you know, got to know kids in my year level and got to know most of the year level as well, so.
Seeing Kevin Quinn in Speedos at swimming sports.
Maybe that time the teacher taught us to study the Cotter theory in business, and he said that it was nearly 100% that it would be on the exam, like the 10-mark question, but like it didn't end up being on the exam and everyone was like frustrated.
Camp last year, Central Australia Camp. Because it was a different experience and I got to spend time with people I wouldn't normally hang out with for 10 days.
Year 8, most craziest class I've ever been in, and I'll remember it until like 70, 80 years old.
Memorable moment was school formal. It was really memorable. It was like the funniest thing ever. When Alan took off his shirt, oh my god, that was like the best time ever.
When I joined LOL. This might sound selfish, but performing. No, it's not selfish. Because I was performing. First time I was performing was for you guys to entertain, alright? And that's what I want to do.
Yeah, but selfish in the sense that you felt good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
see what
yeah.
I see.
Who doesn't want to feel good?
East Central Australia Camp, Philip and Paul's tent got flooded one night. So one night, whilst everybody else was out having fun, 3 of us were in there with like 12 rolls of toilet paper, mopping up their tent, which took a good hour and a half.
Starting my relationship with Fernando.
Mondays and Thursdays homework clubs, just because I didn't do any homework. Yo-yo and guitar, that's all you need.
Faking a concussion to get out of double maths in year 10.
Min Van's really squeaky voice, maybe.
When we were in class, everyone was playing cricket in class. In science it was, and Malcolm was the one that got told off. He had detention.
Probably being top scorer for the soccer team.
Girls soccer, because that's the first time I went to an excursion or something.
2 years ago, athletics, 100 meter sprint. Looking forward to it, I was running, and then my hamstring just ripped on me. Just pulled and then just went straight down on the track in front of I don't know how many kids.
The formal was a magical time there. Besides the fact that I actually climbed the school room a bit. Shh.
Melbourne Uni this year. It was me, Almas, and Nick with Tony, and for the whole 6 hours we were just telling Tony to shut up. It was crazy.
Stacking near the music centre, like Superman style, and scraping my knees and crying about it.
The 1 week detention that we got for wearing a leather jacket.
Probably year 11 Central Australia Camp. That was just the best.
I don't know, this one.
I got an award for having the most house points of year 7.
Probably when I got my scholarship.
Maybe during the athletics carnival where, you know, when I first came to Braybrook and then we started fitting in, and I felt, you know, that there's a bond between friends, and it was very fun because we were actually competing in many events.
Performing in my first music concert here, I think it was year 9, I think. First time performing in front of like 400 people, I guess, in the gymnasium. It's pretty nerve-wracking, but yeah, I still remember like the song I did, and that was pretty good.
Last year, a girls rugby team.
Most memorable moment. Methods of last year. It was pretty fun and a plunge.
Year 7. This year, a lot of memories. 7th of March, 2011. That, you guys can figure it out. That's belly dance.
Something that wasn't even at this school. China, it was really fun, great experience. Never thought it would be possible.
When I scored a try at the rugby match
Oh no. My most memorable moment was when we had a psychology sack and everyone said I was wrong for this one question and I was actually right and I had this like massive fit thing and the teacher yelled at me, but then I ended up getting that 1 mark, which made my score look this much better. Yeah.
Probably all the times Hayley's fallen over, especially the one where she was chasing me and then she slipped, did the whole Superman pose and kind of bounced a little.
I remember in advanced science class or something with Mimi and how we had that prank and she killed that snail and how it went down the drain.
That'll be in year 7. First of all, year 7 was the best year for me. It was during Broomfield camp, the whole trip, because it was the first school camp that I actually went to, and first and probably last. And yeah, and Monique cried at the well story. That was interesting.
Year 7. Year 7 was very memorable. I think I surfed like 4 times. 4 times that year, horseback riding, mountain bike riding, even though I fell heaps of times, but yeah, very memorable.
Probably year 11 camp. There's not really a word to describe it, but now when I look back at it, I realised it was great fun and I'd love to do it again.
Year 11 camp at Central Australia, first time.
Staying back at school every day with Fong Chun and Christopher Wong, like doing homework.
Just meeting the people, I guess. I'm sucking up to all my friends right now.
When basically the whole year level did a massive comms line around the school.
In year 10, there was a drum performance thing. It wasn't very big, it was very small, but I really enjoyed it.
One was in the 2010 past performances where I performed. I was glow stringing, where I attached shoelaces to glow sticks, and that was pretty fun, even though I did really badly. Apparently people liked it, aren't they? And another one was also in 2010, where I had this classmate named Kim, and one time, one of our stack marks, she got a question wrong, and she complained about her a lot. So everyone in the class was yelling at her, and then I remember just like raging really badly at her, and everyone shut up for like half a second before Kim started talking again. But it was pretty cool. I was never that angry before.
Central Australia camp at year 11. The fact that I live in Australia but I've never been anywhere outside of it, and I've only been in Melbourne.
When I got an award for music or something in year 8, because recognised my musical talents, yeah, alright.
Making it to state in rugby.
Year 11 camp, definitely getting stuck at Walla for like 3 years.
Probably Central Australia camp. Central Australia camp, pretty much just because so much happened that you wouldn't expect. Like, almost got robbed, bus broke down in the middle of nowhere. There for the coldest September day ever recorded in Uluru.
I was English class, and I think I was in year 9 or 10, where we had like so many. It was all boys class, and we full. Like, it was one of the best classes I ever had in my life.
It would be year 11 at camp. That was the best. The 10 days, that was just fun.
Would have to be walking around the Uluru Rock. That's like, I mean it in a negative way, because it was the longest thing I've ever done, and that was draining. I was so hungry, and I was walking alone, so like, and no iPod, it's like, oh, the worst.
I think when I received an award for mathematics in year 11, and also for physics.
Getting the highest mark in a specialist sack, because I was quite surprised that I got the highest. I didn't expect that.
It was back in year 10, how Ahmed handed in Harrison's assignment, and then Harrison got a bit emotional, started crying.
The year 11 camp, we went to Central Australia for 10 days.
Camp, when we were in year 7, going on to class camps, how you get to know more of your classmates.